All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this week's edition of the news. In this week's edition, we're going to learn about a new budget-friendly multi-material printer. Is Bambu becoming the new Nike? And let's understand why we can't 3D print with rubber and why TPU isn't quite the same. So if all that sounds good, then sit back and relax and I'll get everything ready. All right, so Anycubic is making a big splash again, and they're starting the year off right with the Kobra X, and they're making a huge claim with this. They're saying it can print twice as fast and use about half the material compared to typical multi-filament setups. Basically, less purge, less time, and a pretty reasonable price if you ask me. I think it's about $279 or $280 if you put in a $10 deposit. Now I'll get you $30 off. You can see there's lots of different setups for it: 4 color, 7 color, 11 color, 19 color. I guess they call their little filament thing the Ace 2. But pretty cool little printer if you're not looking for something with a enclosure. This looks like a pretty decent little option for 4-color print. So if you are interested in this, go ahead and check it out. But it looks like mostly everything is sold out except for the $10 deposit. So you can at least get in on the next order of it or whatever. Looks like your voucher will be sent before January 15th. And then looks like sometime after that you'll be able to order it. And looks like here's the shipping times and everything for that. So pretty cool little printer for a pretty good little price. If you want to get early access to it, you better hurry up before they're all gone. All right, is Bambu the new Nike, and are these the new hottest shoes on the market? Just kidding. There's a cool article on Bambu about Bambu signaling a new product path as 3D printable footwear enters crowdfunding, and this is a pretty interesting article. Let me go over some of the things that I think are relevant to all of us. All right, so FORMISM Arc is now available for free in MakerWorld, so go take a look at that. FORMISM Persona goes live with crowdfunding opening January 12th. And then FORMISM Foam. The Foam series is scheduled to launch in MakerWorld Global crowdfunding in late January. And this is where I think there's something to be said for us, because you may be asking, what the heck is foam? And that's what I was asking too. Are they designing footwear designed to incorporate foaming filament? That looks like it could be quite advantageous for shoe design if they did that. So that could be a new material that they're coming out with from VarioShore and by Color Fab, which bubbles up after printing. The crowdfunding twist makes it look like a product launch, which if you go and you look at everything, it does look like that. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. And that's why I say, are they trying to be the new Nike? That's an interesting question. And this is another interesting way to see how products may appear in 3D print model sites in the future. So take a look at this article on Bambu and pay attention to the Bambu shoe market, and let's see if we'll have some collectible shoes in the very near future. All right, so once again, there are reports of the previously recalled A1 printers catching fire again. So if you do own an A1, you might want to take a look at this article over on Tom's Hardware and, take some precautions if you do. But, anyway, You should use a surge protector on all of your 3D printers, especially if you have one of these A1 that have been recalled. Don't block any ventilation. It might be good to have a smoke detector in that room. If you already do, make sure that it's working. The new year might be a great way to, or a great time to check all of your smoke detectors in your house and make sure that the batteries are good in them, but especially the one near your A1 apparently. And if you want to be extra cautious, get some tile or pavers from Home Depot or Lowe's or your home center wherever you live, and use those kind of like a fire brick, so if it does catch on fire, it kind of contains it on that brick. So public service announcement, be on the lookout and be extra careful if you have an A1. All right, now let's talk about something nerdy and why we can't print with rubber. How cool would it be to just print out some tires for your RC car? Well, there's a big reason why we can't do that. And it has to do with, the plastic that we use is a thermoplastic, means that we can melt it and then reform it, where rubber has to be chemically cured, or, it can't be like melted and reformed, right? It's a chemical process that it goes through. So it's a totally different process in how you make the rubber. So vulcanization is a different process than melt and reform. And that's why the only thing that we really can use is TPU, and it's awesome, but it's not quite rubber. And that's the only thing that we can melt and reform that has some similar characteristics to rubber. So I hope you learned something with that. All right, now let's talk about the resource of the week, and it is a channel called Learn It. And this is a great resource to learn Fusion and CAD and to take your 3D printing to the absolute next level. Right now, he's done this same thing before, but right now he's doing this V8 engine block and going over how to build all the parts and pieces with that and the drawings and everything, along with some other things that he's doing. But I am following along with this V8 engine. And it's about 8.5 inches, I think, long. So it can be printed in your H2D or H2S or whatever, so you can actually print this stuff out. I don't think he meant for this stuff to be printed out. I think it's meant to be machined later on, I think, is part of the process, is going through machining and everything. But with the new year, if you're looking to start to learn CAD and everything and want to learn every little option and how to do all the little tricks and everything in Fusion, this is a great little course to go over once a week and to follow along. So definitely go out to Learn It and make sure that you are subscribed and are following along with this course. All right, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the news. If you enjoyed it, please smash the like button below. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers in 2026, and I could use your help in doing so. Be sure to join us in the live stream later this evening and show off pictures of all of the cool things that you're printing with your printer. That's going to do it for this week's edition of the news. Thanks for watching.